Miss Fang Huya, please prepare your slides. Huh? Thank you. After this. Yeah. Okay, right. Okay, congratulations to Mr. Ramadan. As I understand, this research investigates how virtual reality learning environments impact students' motivation and enjoyment at Muhammadiyah Sukabumi University. It demonstrates the potential of VR to create more immersive and engaging educational experience. Okay, now a Q&A session. Anyone want to ask any questions?
Hello. Yes.
Continue.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing, Mr. Rahmat. Very interesting title. I I was unable to see this earlier, but I just want to know who are the participants that will be selected for this research. Are they students from a specific course or undergraduates or who are the specific participants? Because you'll be using the SPSS and IBM, right? Yeah.
You mean the samples, right?
Yes, the
Yeah. Okay.
samples. Come again?
Pardon? Okay.
Also, they
Any
have
other
the
questions?
practical knowledge. They have the practical knowledge of using VR. Ah, all right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dinisha. Ramadan. Any other questions, please? Dinisha, did you get the answer?
Yes,
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
the
Thank
answer.
you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, we will now move on to the next presentation. Next, please unmute. You Feng. Oh, you're on. Okay, never mind. Next, we invite Ms. Feng Huya to provide his presentation on the effect of interdisciplinary learning engagement on interdisciplinary learning outcomes in University of Applied Science. Ms. Feng Huya, you can start now.
Yes, could you see my screen?
Can. You can zoom out also. If you want.
May I start now?
Can. Your
Oh,
time
thank you.
start now.
I just share my screen.
Okay.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to making this presentation. My subject is the effect of interdisciplinary learning engagement on interdisciplinary learning outcomes in University of Applied Sciences. To begin with, I will be speaking about the background of the study, the objective of the study. Then I will examine the variable. After that, I will explain the hypothesis and the framework of this study. And finally, we will take a look at this research proposal design and sampling techniques. So now let me start to introduce my research proposal. Let's move to the first part of my talk, which is about the higher education faces a serious challenge. Global climate change requires people from different disciplines, such as biology and environment, to work together. Big data, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence technologies penetrate into various fields such as manufacturing, finance, and medical care, requiring users to increasingly high. Students need to use interdisciplinary knowledge to work with people from different disciplines, societies, cultures, and political backgrounds in order to tackle complex problems and challenges. It is common thought that different academics have mostly come to agreement on the value of adopting interdisciplinary training in college and universities based on the study of existing literature, lack of in-depth discussion and study in the setting of universities of applied science is reflected in the abundance of study on how to implement interdisciplinary training in higher education. Also, it is unclear that if they lead to the anticipated learning outcomes for students. In most interdisciplinary studies, there is still a lack of sufficiency empirical research on the capabilities that students need to develop and the possible effective teaching design. The implementation of this research in higher education remains slow. This study tries to explore that what type of pedagogical design are effective for developing student capabilities to meet the challenge and how to make this design scalable, equitable, and sustainable. Problem statements, student engagement refers to time and effort students' engagement in learning process. If students are fully engaged in life progress, it will maximize their learning outcomes. At present, there have been a lot of study focused on the influence factors on learning engagements, but there are few study on the effects between the students' learning engagements on outcomes in the interdisciplinary context. This deficiency gives rise to the desire of research to conduct further study to identify what extends to interdisciplinary learning affects students' interdisciplinary learning outcome. And cooperative learning can promote the development of students' non-cognitive qualities. However, according to Li and Gong, cooperative learning has a positive and significant impact on both cognitive and non-cognitive level students, and its impact on cognitive level is higher than that on non-cognitive experts. The contradiction of the research finding prompts investigators to conduct further study to identify to what extent to the cooperative learning will contribute to the interdisciplinary outcome. The objective of the study I'm trying to make here are determine the level of cooperative learning in University of Applied Sciences in China. 2. Determine the level of interdisciplinary outcomes. 3. Determine the level of student engagement in interdisciplinary learning. 4. Analyze the relationship between cooperative learning and interdisciplinary outcomes. 5. Analyze the efforts of student engagement in interdisciplinary learning on interdisciplinary outcomes. 6. Analyze the cooperative learning as a mediator for the relationship between student engagement in interdisciplinary learning and outcomes. Here are some research questions. Here are 3 research questions. And the hypothesis of the study, first is student engagement in interdisciplinary learning does not significantly affect students' interdisciplinary learning outcomes. Two, a student engagement in interdisciplinary learning does not significantly affect cooperative learning. Three, significant relationship between cooperative learning and interdisciplinary learning outcomes. Four, cooperative learning is a significant mediator for the relationship between student engagement and in interdisciplinary learning and learning outcomes. This is the framework of the research question. Independent variable, student engagement, both action and emotion, the degree of engagement in actions is observable, such as attendance in and interaction, while the degree of engagement related to emotion is unobservable, such as whether students feel happy in the classroom. Interdisciplinary learning, multiple degrees engage in interdisciplinary program, choosing effective across discipline, etc. Dependence variable, independent learning outcome based on independent awareness. The curriculum and learning focus on using two or more disciplinary concepts to solve real-world issues. Two categories of interdisciplinary learning outcomes are used as dependent variable. There are cognitive abilities, includes interdisciplinary knowledge, practical skills. Non-cognitive abilities refers to understanding different culture, political agenda, and stakeholder perspectives. Mediating variable, cooperative learning has achieved remarkable results in promoting the development of students' cognitive and non-cognitive qualities. The research design, I would like to choose 350 undergraduate students enrolled in upper division course at a University of Applied Science. The objective is analyze the cooperative learning as a mediator for the relationship between student engagement in interdisciplinary learning and interdisciplinary learning outcomes. The sampling techniques, I would like to use cluster sampling and instruments. Two subscales of questionnaire are revised and will be used in this study. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time.
Okay, congratulations and well done to presenter. This research assesses the impact of interdisciplinary learning engagement on students' outcome in University of Applied Sciences. It's highlight how cross-disciplinary collaboration fosters critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Okay. Any questions? Somebody raising hand? You can answer directly. If anyone has a question, please ask Ms. Feng. Indonesia, any questions? Okay. Okay. Since no questions, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our first session of the International Conference of Education by UEM 2024. A big thank you to our speakers for their insightful presentation and to our audience. Okay, we will now take a short break and the next session will begin at 2 o'clock. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We may leave now.
We can leave this channel, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you.